Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me again. Well, when we look at this, obviously the title of the video is Furlough Scandal. Now, as you recall, when we were all locked up in our homes and told we couldn't go anywhere, businesses all over the country were affected by this. Staff were affected by this. Hell, everybody was affected by this. And what the government did at the time was throw money at it in the form of self-employment grants and furlough pay. If you were a director of a limited company who took a salary, or if you were an employee of a company who took a salary, you were entitled to 80% of your wages for sitting at home, let's face it, doing bugger all. Now, there's been questions over, well, the last 4 years at least, as to, the honesty of people when it came to claiming this money. And fraud was rife. And if you have a look at some of the information that's come out over the last couple of days, this country is in a great deal of debt because of the amount of money that was thrown at this problem. At the time, we all welcomed it. But if you look at the long-term consequences of that, this country is in a lot of trouble. And it could even be our kids that have to pick up the pieces. It really is a scandal. Now, there's been reported, over the last year of a standoff over at Hemel Hempstead Conservative Association with a former agent by the name of Kevin Drew taking association chair Mark Woods to an employment tribunal in Watford. Woods allegedly suspended Drew when he basically turned into a whistleblower to do with furlough fraud. Now, conservative and furlough fraud all mentioned in the same sentence. This was absolutely rife everywhere. Now, what's actually come out now, some new questions have been asked, and you can see here those involved in what local sources call the cover-up of the furlough fraud allegation. A whistleblower sent evidence of the alleged fraud seen by Guido to Noel Wilcox, Reforms PPC for Hemel Hempstead. Mark Woods told former agent Drew to work from home to get access to the government's 80% of salary support. In March 2020, the furlough continued for around 18 months. Outgoing MP Mike Penning and Andrew Williams, member of the Executive Council of the HHCA, are now parachuted into the seat as a Tory PPC, were made aware of the evidence. The interim report made by the HHCA Executive Council in 2021 was seen by both Penning and Williams, though they never responded to the subcommittee. So someone was actually told, go home and claim the 80%. Did they really have to, I wonder? I mean, there's catalogued examples of this all over the place. Noel's made a statement on this as well. I have exposed this wrongdoing based on the facts available. In my opinion, there's a prima facie evidence to consider criminal charges against individual members of Hemel Hempstead Council Association. Again, in my opinion, the evidence meets the Crown Prosecution Service criteria for investigating a case. There is a realistic prospect of conviction, and that's in the public interest. The Right Honourable Mike Penning needs to explain what action he took in respect to the scandal, together with the Conservative candidate Andrew Williams, who at the time was the leader of Dacorum Borough Council. Serious questions need to be asked on behalf of the local taxpayers regarding the money spent on their behalf by our elected officials. Got the makings of a big scandal, hasn't it, coming out? 80% pay. Did he really have to? And why? And how many other examples of this are there all over the country, in other boroughs, in other councils? And how much in the long term did it cost the government, cost the people? And what's it going to cost us in the future? Bit of a hot potato, this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you're on social media, I wouldn't mind a share. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.